Hello humans, it's Ben. What I've got for you today, I just picked up for 20 bucks, it's a Goulds Jet Pump. The reason for having the pump is I have to move some water, obviously. This is a jet pump very similar to a pump I have at my parents' house, which my dad has in the basement, and we had a very shallow well and we just needed water for the garden, so we ran it to pump water. Of course, the jet pump principle, for those of you who don't know what a jet pump is, it's very similar to a regular pump, which would have an intake that comes inside and a discharge and a big impeller that spins and blows the water out under pressure. You'll notice that the intake is larger than the discharge. But what makes a jet pump is the other outlet, this one here. This outlet is actually water as well, but what it's meant to do is go back down the well. Pumps, even positive displacement pumps, can only suck about 30 feet, 33 and whatever. Beyond that, they just pull a vacuum. So in order to go have a surface pump, bring water up from a deeper depth, you actually have to pump water down. It would actually go down through a foot valve and actually use this water to push up on the return water. So you use some of the water that you pump to actually push water back up into the pump. Whatever's extra essentially comes as your pump discharge. So that's cute and dandy. How do you use it as a regular pump? Well, you plug the discharge part. So I'll probably just either cap this one or plug it at the pump, and we'll just use it as a regular pump. What am I using it for? Well, I have a pool over here, and I don't know how many gallons are in it, maybe 1,000, barely. But pool season's over. It's gonna be September here pretty quick. The kids aren't swimming in it anymore, and it's a little low anyway. So instead of getting rid of this water, my plan is to pump it to my tank, which you all know catches my rainwater. I also don't have a hose that goes all the way the length of the house. I do, but it might not reach, it might reach. But long story short, the gutter starts here. So my idea would be, and I came up with this last night, so that's how brilliant it is we'll just run our pump over here, and we'll just run one of our black hoses up to the top of the gutter and then pump it up there. It will then run down the gutter and into the tank, and I can fill that tank up. Any remaining water we'll use to water the horses or just dump on the ground. Once I have 600 gallons, that should be probably enough for the rest of the season. But I have been keeping up with it, so it is nice and clear, but at this point is no longer chlorinated, so I really have to do something before it gets all green and all full of algae and smells and such like that. So got this today, so there'll be another video once I get something actually going with it. Like I said, I got to get a plug for the jet part of it, and we do have a dead man well. The farthest pole you see right there, there's actually power to that pole, and below it is actually what I call it a dead man well. If I were to ever murder somebody, and this is ruining it for everything, if I was ever going to murder somebody, I'd put them in that well. It's about 30 feet deep before you hit the water, and then we don't know how deep it goes, but it goes farther than 6 feet, so you could hide a body in it pretty good. But anyway, this pump, being a jet pump, could definitely sit on the top and pump water out of it, so it might eventually have a home over there. But for now, I gotta empty a pool. So that's what this will be used for. It's 110. You can put these, I actually have a tank, actually. I bought an extra tank. So we could actually run it like a real pump, but meh. We'll just hook up 110 and it'll plug in, and we'll run it off an extension cord. And there we go. If you got any questions on my awesomeness and this awesome pump, just let me know. Thanks. Have a good day.